What's up, everybody? It's Todrick, and listen, I haven't done a story time in a while, but as you all know, my birthday recently happened. I am now 21. Thank you so much. I had an awesome birthday. I would say this is the best birthday I've ever had, and before you guys even start looking, I'm very young. Don't even you start Wikipediaing, because everything that you hear online about my age is all lies, fabrication, fantasies, deceit, okay? So on my birthday, Taylor and I were talking, and she was having to fly out on the night of my birthday, but she was like, come over during the day. And so the day before, I was out shopping, and I knew that we had this big Kinky Boots closing performance situation. And it was April 7th, and I was gonna go to New York, and I was like, all of the guys that had recently played the role of Lola on Broadway were gonna all wear something red. It was just kind of like an unspoken thing. And you know, Billy Porter, you know, was the original Lola, so it was gonna be extra. And I was like, I'm not gonna show up to the final performance of Kinky Boots and let Billy Porter just 1000% outshine me and leave me in the dust, okay? So I decided that I was gonna go look for clothes. And I went to a store that I probably should never have walked into, a little store called Alexander McQueen. I saw this jacket that was like standing in the window like, bitch, you need to buy me. And I was like, damn, that jacket is fly. And I was like, I could probably afford it. I walk in and try on the most amazing jacket I've ever worn in my entire life. And I say, how much is it? And they say $8,000. Okay, take her off of me right now. No ma'am, I'm not gonna spend $8,000 on a jacket. But the more I kept looking at it, the more I kept falling in love with it. And I just kept thinking about it. It was like haunting me in my dreams. I went back over and over again to look at this jacket. I put a deposit down on it. I was like, I'll give you $2,000 and then pray on it and see what Jesus tells me in the fashion streets. So I kept waiting. And then one day I ran into Joseph, who is Taylor's stylist and also now a close friend. He's so sweet, the sweetest person in the world. He always is helping me with like fashion and letting me know like where I can buy certain brands that are not really like accessible to the public sometimes. I ran into him and I took a photo of it and sent it to Taylor. So the next day I go back to Alexander McQueen and they tell me that the jacket is gone, that it was a sample jacket and that I'm not even gonna be able to buy it, and they can try to alter a jacket for me. And I'm like, there's no way you're gonna be able to alter this jacket in time once I get back into town. It was just a mess, okay? So Taylor and I made plans for me to go to her house for her birthday. So I show up and I'm so excited to see her because I haven't seen her in a while. She opens the door and her dress just flowing in the wind. She had the most beautiful like sundress on. We go in and we start hanging out, and I walk into the kitchen and there is like a plate full of Cinnasticks. Now let me let you know something. Taylor knows that I am obsessed with Cinnasticks from Domino's. If I'm having the worst day, I was doing Forbidden last year and I was crying and I was like, I just need to come over and cry. And so Taylor was like, come over and I'll take care of you. And when I got there, she like brought me Cinnasticks from Domino's as if they were like on a silver platter. It was just the sweetest thing ever because she knows I love them. But back in the day, Domino's used to have these long Cinnasticks that were just like breadsticks with cinnamon on them. But then last year, for some strange reason, they turned them into these like pretzel things, which I still like, but not as much as I liked the long ones. So she handmade me like the long version that we fell in love with originally, Cinnasticks, like as if they were from Domino's. And then she put on them with icing. Todrick loves Cinnasticks and I love Todrick. The sweetest thing ever. I didn't even know that you could make Cinnasticks from scratch. Obviously you can, but what type of friend goes out of their way to find out how to make Cinnasticks and then makes them? Bitch, when I tell you that Taylor put her foot in the Cinnasticks, they were so good. She's such a good cook. I ate almost the entire thing by myself. I was having a party later that day, so she was like, you should take these with you to the party. Then she gave me this card, which was like bound together, like wax sealed, with a T on there in my favorite color, teal, turquoise-ish. And she gave me this card that said, happy birthday, Todrick. And I was like, oh, that's sweet, and started to open it. And inside the card, it says, Todrick, I hope you never forget how special you are, not even for a moment on a dark day. I hope you remember how rare it is for a person to be all that you are and to still be brave enough to stand up for the people you love. Your humor has gotten me through some terrible seasons that I thought might never end, and your honesty has taught me lessons I'll take with me for the rest of my life. Today, you are a insert age-year-old grown-ass man who only really enjoys eating Domino's Cinnasticks and wants to live at Disney World, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Love, Taylor. Woo, woo, woo. Ooh, that's so sweet. But then I realized that she had hand-painted this heart and stars, okay? Hand-painted this. I was like, this is just first of all, I've been a terrible friend to everybody I've ever met because I don't even give them cards. So sorry, Chester, Jenny, Sheena, all my close friends. I'm so sorry. But anyway, I thought this was like the sweetest thing. It's so beautiful. Like I love the artwork that she does. You all have seen her like paint things for her fans and stuff, but I just love that she had this. So I have it like up on a thing in my house. And she even put this little butterfly on there that the fans went crazy over because she's going through a very strong butterfly phase right now, and I stan it. So I was already on cloud nine. I had my Cinesticks, a beautiful handwritten, hand-painted card, and I was just like having the best day. And before I left, she was like, "Are you ready for your present now?" And I said, "Bitch, what are you saying to me?" And I was like, what are you talking about, a present? So she made me like cover my eyes, and I covered my eyes, and my heart is beating so fast at this point. I'm like, what is she gonna have gotten me? Like a wand, a tiara, I don't know, like a unicorn horn that I can prosthetically attach to my forehead. Bitch, what are you giving me, okay? I open my eyes, and there's this humongous Alexander McQueen bag with like a huge bow on the top of it. I opened it up, and look, I literally lost my shit. I was like almost in tears. I hugged her so many times. I just was like freaking out. I was like so excited. I basically attacked her and Benjamin Button, her new cat. I bet the security was probably like, "Girl, are you okay in there?" Because I was losing my mind. Like I had just won Publishers Clearinghouse, American Idol, an Animal Planet award. I was like on a 10, okay? I wore this jacket to the closing night of Kinky Boots, and everybody was gagging the entire time, and I was like losing it. I had an assistant at that time that made me late to the show, so he's no longer with us. Otherwise you would have had a picture of me on the red carpet. It's okay. I just wanted to say thank you so much, Taylor, because you always, always, always blow me away with your kindness and your friendship, and that's why I stand for her online with everything that I do. I've never met somebody, when I met her and she was so sweet, I was like, I'm so excited to get to know you, but there's no way she could be this sweet all the time. And like Kristen Wiig says in Bridesmaids, to the people who are in love at the pawn shop, she's like, that will go away. That's how I felt. I was like, after a while it's gonna wear off, but every single time I see her around her fans, her family, her employees, the way she treats everyone, the way she goes out of her way to shake everyone's hand. She came to see me in Kinky Boots on Broadway, which she said she was gonna do, and I was like, she ain't coming to Kinky Boots. I didn't hear from her almost that entire day, and I was like, she's not gonna show up. And I look out in the audience and I see this skyscraper with blonde hair standing out in the audience, just looking beat, and everybody in the cast was losing their shit. I was like, I just hope that they get to meet her after the show. She stayed after the show for 2.5 hours. She met every single actor, all of the little kids. She insisted on taking separate pictures with every single person in the cast, which we didn't ask her to do. She put on the heels with me and took photos with me, like wearing my Kinky Boots. She met all of the custodians, the ticket takers, the ushers, the security people that were there. She stayed after for 2.5 hours. And then she did a shout out on her Instagram and shouted out the other main actors as well. And she's just an incredible person. I'm so grateful. She has taught me how to be a better friend. She's always there for me. Sometimes I feel like she's so busy, and last year I was going through a lot of boy trauma. I would go over to her house like just distraught and crying, and for she to be there with Cinesticks, and then I'd be like, I'll try to go fast, but she was like, no, tell me the long version, let's know, I want to know all the details. And so she knows every detail about every guy I've ever dated, which is a lot. So but she is just like the sweetest friend, the most supportive, and I'm just so grateful to know her. I'm really, really excited for what's to come with Taylor Swift's new era. I loved Me. That video was just like a Willy Wonka, Charlie and Chocolate Factory, Pee Wee Herman type of like extravaganza, and I could not have been more jealous that I wasn't on set that day. But yeah, I just wanted to tell you guys that story because I haven't actually officially shown you the jacket and told you like how amazing it was. It was just really, really beat, and I wore it again for the Drag Race finale that's coming up, not this week, but next week, so you'll get to see it in all its glory. Because the movement, you know, let's bring that sleeve back out here, just the sleeve, I mean, look at that. Come on, people. Like, you can't get that all the time. This looks like we stole this right off of Ariel's scalp, honey, and glued it onto my sleeve. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like, favorite, and subscribe. I'm so excited. My album comes out tomorrow. It gets released tonight at midnight, House Party, so make sure you go and download it. And I have a new video for Nails, Hair, Hips, Heels releasing tomorrow, which I'm really excited for y'all to see. Also, tickets to the House Party World Tour are on sale now at todrickhall.com. And if you want a personalized video for me, because I'm feeling very, 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 very gracious and very talkative, as you could tell, go to cameo.com/Todrick to get a personal video from me. I love you guys so much, and I can't wait to hear what you think of the album tomorrow. Mwah! Bye. 'Cause your love is like glitter.